What's up, Zombie Slayers? This is KJ48, and welcome to our brand new Let's Play for 7 Days to Die. Alright, so the old world was getting a little stale. I could have continued building in the old world. I didn't hate doing it. But the old world was starting to get a little stale. Some people were saying, maybe we should start over because, after the 49-day horde, the game doesn't get any harder. And, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm down with that. So we are going to start over, and we're going to be playing random gen this time. And I just want to say, I've got a couple rules, or maybe only one rule, I don't know. But we've got some rules that we're going to go by, and we're going to talk about it as we play. First of all, we are going to build a standalone base this season. By the way, this is season 14.5. So we're going to build a standalone base this season, and the idea is, I always stay in prefabs, and you guys were mentioning this, and you're totally right, so we are going to stay in a standalone base. Going to need a shovel, so let's go ahead and put that on favorite. We're going to need some small stones for that, 3 small stones. So what I'm going to do is, I refuse to stay in prefabs, except when I'm going out exploring. The main area I live, will be, built by me. Now, if I go exploring, this is random gen, and random gen's very spread out. There's a lot of space in between towns, and the fact of the matter is, if I go to explore a town, I could very well get to that town, and then all of a sudden, let's put all this stuff up here actually, and then all of a sudden I get to that town, and then I don't have any time to do any looting. And I don't have time to build it. Plus, if I was gonna go to towns, and I couldn't stay in a prefab, I would just build a hut, and it would be the same hut in every town. It's kind of boring, and it really takes a lot of time, and I don't see a lot of purpose to it. So yeah, I'm going to not live in prefabs, but I will stay in some prefabs when I go to towns and stuff. So right now we are the rules are. Actually, the server rules, rules/settings, we're on max spawn, normal difficulty, 60-minute days, 18-hour nights, and everything else is default. Now, 60-minute days and 18-hour nights give me a little bit of an advantage because I have a little bit more daytime. But also, random gen is so spread out, and there's chances you could not find anything good in random gen, so. And even when you do find stuff good, they're really spread out. So I kind of need those extra, minutes in the days. And it's not that much of a difference. It's like 10 minutes. And I also think that's offset by max spawns. Now, the difficulty option was, I was kind of going back and forth on what I wanted the difficulty to be. And I ended up going with, normal difficulty. But I'm going to raise that as time goes on. The only thing I don't like about difficulty is I don't like the bullet sponge thing the zombies have going for them. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, we're gonna play a normal difficulty for now. We will raise that eventually. I'm also right now collecting resources. I'm gonna play the beginning of this game very, very differently. Hold on a sec. Shovel. Stop that. Make the shovel and then more frames. How many frames do you have? 31. Let's make another 30. Anyway, normally when I play 7 Days to Die, I go looking for prefabs right away, and I stay in the prefab the first night. I'm gonna build my own house this first night, and I'm not gonna live in prefabs, guys. I'm gonna build a house that should be able to stand up to the 14-day horde, and then by then I'm gonna have to, and then at that point I'm gonna have to start. Sorry, I'm a little distracted because this is a very strange way for me to begin a let's play for this game. You know what? Let's make some clubs. No, let's make arrows. Arrows. There we go. Arrows get your weapon smithing skill up, so you want to make your arrows before you make your bow, and before you make your first club as well. Alright, so now we have the shovel. I'm going to show you guys how to get stones and sand. We're going to need the sand for, what do you call it? For concrete, and we're gonna need the stones for quite a few things. And we're actually right next to a desert right here, which is really nice. So we could get we're gonna have a lot of plant fibers as well, which is obviously really important. As a matter of fact, we should be making axes. You spam axes to get your toolsmithing skill up. Toolsmithing skill. I'm gonna be talking a lot of this is for new players, guys, because there are a lot of new players watching my series. Toolsmithing is the thing you want to get up first, guys, because it's basically, if you look at the tools I'm making, you see the little number at the bottom, that's their quality. And the higher that goes, the more efficient they're going to be at mining. Or, you know, whatever, digging, chopping down trees or mining. It's all under the mining tool skill. So there we go. All right. Now what should we do? Let's go start building our base. Actually, before we do that, let's get some more plant fibers. You don't want to leave your starting area. You don't want to go too far away from your starting area because there's like some kind of protection thing in your starting area for the beginning of the game. It's supposed to only be the first few game hours, but it seems to be longer than that. So kind of stay in your starting area if you can. Alright, let's drop that. And put one of the higher ones on there. C27. It's going to harvest better now. Oh, see, there's a house up there. See, if I was playing normally, I'd go live in that house for the first night. But we're not going to be doing that. I'm going to be looking for a flat area of ground to dig on. Usually, the road is a really good place to set up this first house of yours. So we're going to go ahead and start working on that. I think it's going to be a 7x9, something like that. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll work. And the idea of this building is we're going to be upgrading it. And the reason you want to upgrade this stuff... Oh, we got to get rid of some of these. Let's get rid of the lower level ones. There we go. Now, the reason you're upgrading these is because you want to start working on your another skill called construction skill. Now, the construction skill is what you need to level to get concrete, as well as steel tools and things like that. So this is going to be level. You see, our construction tools is now level 3. We're going to upgrade these twice. This is going to be our first base for a while. I need to find a nice flat area to build my big base on. I've got an ultimate base I want to make, and it's gonna be very hard to get it done in time for the 21-day horde. It's gonna be a big base. We need to get started pretty quickly. Honestly, this is way out of my wheelhouse, and not being able to stay in prefabs might screw me over for this. But whatever, we're gonna do what we can do. It'll be new for us. We're going to keep all our stuff underground because I don't mind my house getting overrun and me getting killed, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let zombies destroy my chest and have me lose everything. So, yeah, a lot of people were giving me tips, or not tips, but what they wanted me to do for my next series of this game. It was either this game or Valmod, or continue my other game. I think this is the way to go. I really do. Valmod's really cool, but I don't know. It's just there's some things about it I don't like. Like I don't like the way it makes early game harder and late game easier. At least that's that's the idea I get from like watching people play it. I've watched people play Valmod on YouTube, and like by day 12 or 14, like they've got like reinforced concrete going up. So, you know, I don't know. It just seems a little bit. I don't know. I'll play Valmod eventually. I will. It was a hard decision. I did not just dismiss Valmod. Don't think that, because I didn't. Alright, the other thing we want to do is make some chests. We should always be crafting, by the way. Make 2 chests. Throw this stuff out. And we don't want to... What do we want to make? Yeah, we want to make more frames. We're going to need a lot of wood for what we're doing. Frames. 57 more? Seems like a lot. Let's do 25. Again, you don't want to go too far away from your starting area because you can tell right now there's no zombies giving me the business. So my other decision is I need to decide what I want to do with my perks. Now, there was a couple mistakes I made last season. First of all, I pumped way too many points in the shotgun skill, and I pumped too many points probably into scavenging early. The problem with scavenging is you need scavenging to get those really nice, you know, parts for guns. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in scavenging, but I'm going to be very, very stingy with my points this season. And I'm actually thinking about taking Sexual Tyrannosaurus. The thing about Sexual Tyrannosaurus I don't like is it's really good early game. Sexual Tyrannosaurus gives you a stamina boost to regen. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Alright, so you get stamina gain, basically. And it's really good for early game, especially before you have the mini bike. But, man, mid to late game, you just wasted those points. You just threw them away, because it's absolutely useless when you have, like, grain, alcohol, and beer, and a mini bike. As a matter of fact, once you get the mini bike, you don't even really need the grain, alcohol, or the beer, honestly. So, I'm not sure about Sexual Tyrannosaurus. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go through and look. I'm going to really study... really study the skill list at night, for sure. Am I still making frames? No, 37. 37 does not sound like a lot. Let's go ahead and make another 25. And let's keep planting trees when at all possible. And should we make more stone axes? We probably should. What am I short on? Nothing. Let's make them. 27 is good. Let's stop making that. Make stone axes. Gotta get that toolsmithing skill up. We also want to make clubs to get our weaponsmithing skill up. We want to have a poor level bow. At the end of day one, we want to have a little shack, a poor level bow, and poor tools at least. Okay. And no, I'm not making any doors for this thing. Now, the beginning of this Let's Play is going to be a little bit more boring than usual because I'm not, like, going into I'm not fighting any zombies looking for prefabs or doing any looting right now. But I think this is a really good... I saw someone doing this on the forums. They linked a video on the forums. I forget the dude's name. But I really like the way this beginning is. It really gets your skills up quickly. We'll have steel tools quicker. We'll have cement quicker. It's great. And we'll be leveled quicker. Problem is weapons. That's what I'm really worried about. Alright, so let's put these down. We need to clear out some inventory. Alright, let's just put this chest down. Garbage chest. I'm not even going to put it on a frame. Usually I put these on frames and stuff. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're in a real rush for time here. We're level 2. Okay. Also, let's put a chest down in here and get rid of all our crap. We don't want to put chests right against the walls because when zombies break in, that could be a problem. So we're just gonna put everything in here we're not gonna need. That, and that. I'm not crafting anything, am I? Okay, axes. What am I missing on the axes? Probably stone. Do I care? Let's make clubs for now. Wooden clubs. 148. Now let's just make 50. Okay. See, weaponsmithing is now level 2. I still haven't made a bow yet. I want my first bow to be a poor bow. I don't want to make a faulty bow. Those color... When I say poor and faulty, again, for the new players... if you look at the bottom of my screen where my tools are, there's like, you know, the numbers. There's also a color code in there. It's kind of like gray. We're going to have to make some frames. How many can we make? 98. Let's make 50. No, we may not need 50. Let's make 35 for now. Cancel those. Clubs, wooden clubs. Go with another 35. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so the gray is faulty, but once they get poor, it'll go to like a dark orange type look. And then after that, it goes to fine or good. I don't remember the exact names. I remember the numbers more than the names. All right, let's go get some more wood. And while you're running along like this, you can be punching grass. Although every time you punch grass, it takes out stamina, so it's really gonna hurt you. I'm really debating that Sexual Tyrannosaurus thing. I just hate wasting those points, you know? But 10 points, is that really a big deal in the grand scheme of things? That could be 10 points I put in, you know, pistols later when I get the Magnum or something. Don't forget, in this game, gun skills, like, really don't level up when you use them. You pretty much have to put points into them, which is kind of annoying. All right, we're gonna wait a little bit to get our stamina back. Drop these. We'll hold on to those for now. Should probably make another shovel. Not shovel. Shovel. Actually, I have a favorite, don't I? There we go. All right, we need more stone. All right, we're going to finish this tree. Then we're going to start digging up the road for more stone. Well, we can't because we don't have a shovel. I'm going to pick up a few pieces of rocks. I'm going to make a shovel, and I'm going to start digging up the road again. Now, the cool thing about the road is you get stone quicker than the small boulders. The bad thing about the road is the small boulders also give you iron, which, you know, is not really that big of a deal right off the bat, but it is useful for a few things. We should also keep a lookout for nests. I know I'm not, but I should. Looks like our tool smithing is almost up to where we want it. Alright, let's get some rocks. 1, 2, 3. Craft. Drop these. Let's cancel that. And the shovel. Now, where's it digging up that road? It was over here, wasn't it? We're going to need more frames. So, what do you think? Probably another 25 frames for now. You don't want to overmake the frames because you need the wood. Oh, 50 frames? Probably don't need 50 frames. Probably don't need 50 frames. All right. Let's go ahead and make more clubs. What can I make? 213. Let's make another 50. Drop that. All right. Now watch how much faster. Oh God, look at this. Oh, that one was already messed up. But look at how quickly the shovel digs now. Looks like it's up to 100. We'll let it get a little bit over 100, and then we'll stop doing clubs. I don't like digging up roads like this, but I don't mind the side roads because they're kind of useless anyway. All right, so that's 105. That's good. Let's stop that. Drop these. This game needs a button that you could just click to drop, kind of like an arc. How you have O to drop. That would be nice. These are all useless, by the way. That's why I'm dropping them. All right, now let's do the axes. 11 sounds good. And those 11 axes is going to put us at Poor Tools. So day 1, we've got Poor Tools where we need it to be. And I think that's enough for that. All right, Poor Tools are good. All right, let's just keep building that. Now we just have to build the house. Definitely need more frames. I'm just not sure how many more. I'm trying to think. It's we're gonna need more than 30. Probably not too many more. Let's go ahead and make another 20 frames. Don't forget, when you make frames, you're taking away the wood, and you need the wood to upgrade the frames. So you don't want to make more than you need to. Okay, and this will be the entrance. Actually, like that. Whoops. There we go. Okay. And probably one more high. I mean, we're going to make it higher than that, but for day 1, it just needs to be one more high. Now, I'm not sure what kind of spikes I want to put around this thing. I guess I'll just use regular wooden spikes. Regular wooden spikes should be okay for the first few days, I guess. Definitely the 7-day horde. Not having guns is really scary, though. Like, trying to fight a horde... Trying to fight the horde with just a bow is really not my idea of fun. We'll do the corners first so we can upgrade the rest from the inside. No, we're not gonna have to worry about spikes till, you know. I mean, I guess screamers will be the first problem because we're gonna dig down and then we're gonna everything in this base is gonna be underground. I'm I don't mind dying and having the space overrun. What I do mind is having everything I worked for destroyed. So I'm definitely gonna keep everything underground. I don't mind a challenge, but losing everything and having to start over, like, could be like game killing. Like, there might be no coming back from that. Because, you know, imagine like you're on day 35, they break in or something and destroy your stuff. Now you're starting from scratch, and you've got a day 42 horde looming. Construction tools 20 is the first thing we're looking for. Once it gets up to 20, we can make concrete. Okay. I'm thinking I might put a concrete wall around this though, and make this like a miniature base. I don't think I'm gonna have my main base up like in time for the 21-day horde. So maybe I'll put a concrete wall around this as well and make this like a mini base, like to really carry me through. Because the base I want to build is going to be very, very, like I have to dig holes, like big ass holes, and like a lot of work is going to be going into that. We'll look at our skills at night. Here we go, construction 14. All right, so what do you guys think about this this Let's Play? You excited for it? Random Gen's back. I've got tiny little things to help me in the game with slightly longer days and longer day-night cycles. But I think that's needed for Random Gen. Like, I think like a lot of people play on 120-minute days because they want those days to like really last for a long time. As a matter of fact, I saw someone, actually the same guy that I was telling you that I watched a video on how to build this. He made a suggestion that he wants a game mode where you can set 120-minute days, but you get hordes every night. That would be freaking cool. I also need to find a place to build. The base I'm going to build is going to be super duper big, and I'm going to need a lot of room for it. So, yeah, we're probably going to be here for a while. Wow, that was weird. I just put down a tree, and it, like, collapsed something. That was weird. Scared the shit out of me, too. We're gonna need some clay. Are we gonna need clay right away? We might. Let's grab some clay just in case. Shut up, timer. You don't mean anything right now. Well, before we grab clay, let's do the most important things. This will definitely put our construction tools way over 20. And then we're looking to get to 40. And don't forget, every time you up a skill, a lot of people have been asking me last season, Cage, why when you find books that you've already learned, why don't you read them again for the skill points? Because when you read a book for the skill point, you do not get the experience towards your character's overall level. And the overall level, when it goes up, you get 5 skill points. Plus, your overall level, I've been told, affects what kind of tools you find, like what kind of the quality of the items you find. So reading those books is not really a good idea. Also, do I want to make a blunderbuss for day 5, the dog horde? I probably should. Now the shotgun is pretty much useless. I might pull some points in the shotguns depending on what kind of guns I find, but I'm going to really be looking for a magnum with pistols, and definitely rifles for the hunting rifle. A lot of people have been telling me the hunting rifle's great. I agree. I like the hunting rifle, but I had a magnum last season, so why would I use a hunting rifle? Maybe for range, that's true, but, you know, then I eventually got a sniper rifle, so. Okay, we should really look for some animals. There we go. 20 points. Concrete mixing. And there you go, 20 points. I have 10 points available. Should I wait? I'm going to wait. Who knows? Maybe I want to get something else. I'm definitely going to get concrete mixing. I'm just not sure when. We'll get that. It'll probably be the first thing we do next video. I really want to look through those points and see what is what. Alright, probably gonna want a little more wood. Definitely want to put a ceiling on this thing, although we probably won't do it the first night. I'm probably gonna spend the first night just digging down. Alright, let's look for more wood and animals. Oh yeah, I wanted to make the Iron First Club as well. Okay. There we go. We are able to defend ourselves. We've got poor tools on day one and a house. We don't have any spikes around it, but I don't expect to need them on the first night. Okay, you're good. What do we got up here? I'm not seeing any animals. That's not cool. We need that. We need the animal hide to make our first forge. We need 20 of it. So we got to kill a few animals. I wonder if animals don't spawn in your area when you first spawn, just like zombies. Got other things that are more important. Honestly, I'd rather get my scavenging up quicker. And but I don't want to put points into scavenging either, to be honest. The thing is, scavenging goes up really slow, just like scavenging goes up slow, just like you know, what do you call it? Just like the gun skills. So I probably will put points in scavenging, but it will probably be the only skill I put points in. The rest will probably go into perks or gun skills. Did I see coal? No, I didn't. All right, let's loot something. We haven't looted. I'd like to get these rocks, but I really want to look for some animals. You know what we should do? Let's do our quest. Let's do the plant fiber gear. Okay, plant fiber. Craft. I'm not sure what I need to craft. I'm just gonna craft everything. Oh, you know what we also need is a sleeping bag. We'll do that next. Pants, shirt, shoes. We'll put on the hood. The plant fiber hat keeps you cool. Actually, we should probably do the hood then, the hat, because we'll probably be hot before anything else here. Okay. Finish that part of the quest. By the way, new players, there's quest lines on the right-hand side, and they're pretty decent. So, we gotta put on the hood and then put the hat back on. Oh, got some potassium nitrate. Not really needed, but I think we'll mark it on our map anyway. What should we pick for it? Yeah. Potassium nitrate. I think I might hear some zombies. Oh, more potassium nitrate. More trash. I guess if we're going to go exploring, we should stay on the road. Oh, is that coal? Need more arrows. Try Office 365 free for 1 month. Where the hell is that coming from? Damn it. I'm trying to play a game here. Here we go. This is what I need. This will allow me to make torches, which will be very sweet. Craft a wooden club. I already did. Club. Okay. Should probably spend some more time getting wood. I feel like you guys watch me get more than enough wood, though, for one day. Actually, let's... Yeah, we'll wait. We can get the potassium nitrate for gunpowder and start working on our gunsmithing skill, but I don't really think that's of utmost importance at this point in the game. Although gunsmithing skill is really important, guys. Basically, there's two skills that you're going to want to have when you repair your guns. If you repair your guns without these skills being at the proper level, then the... Gather feathers, craft arrows, craft wooden bow. If you, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you craft your if you repair your guns without being high enough in a couple areas, then the guns will take damage, and I don't like to let my guns take damage. So crafting also to make your blunderbuss better. All right, let's head back. Alright guys, I am going to go back for the night. I'm going to start digging a hole. I hope you guys are excited for this Let's Play. I'm super excited to play it. And yeah, random gen and no prefab living. Prefab, I will stay in a prefab like I said, if like I have to go explore a town. Because it just doesn't make sense to make stupid little huts over and over. It's kind of pointless. It's not fun for me to do. It's not going to be fun for you guys to watch. I can just stay in a prefab. But I won't live in them. I'm not going to be in them for the Horde nights. That's not going to be where my base is going to be. So that's going to be it for episode 1. If you want to see more of this Let's Play, and I know you do, make sure you leave those likes and comments, and you know, and make sure you watch. And it's going to be awesome. So that's going to be it for episode 1. We'll see you next time for episode 2. Till then, take it easy.